They are already calling it the Great Reciprocal Reset. The Indian Sensex is on fire and glowing green. While oil markets are scrambling to adjust, one fact now stands uncontested. The age of transactional relationship is over. What replaces is bigger, better and stronger coordinated relationship based on India's choices, built on reciprocity and anchored in long-term alignment. Just days after India signing free trade agreement with European Union, Washington moved faster. Determined not to miss the upside of history, US stepped in. A 30-minute phone call sealed the handshake and changed the trajectory of global capital outflows. As you might be aware that USA under President Donald Trump has been imposing a wide number of tariffs on Indian products, and this has led to economic uncertainties in India as well. And very recently there was a phone call between Prime Minister Narendra Modi and the President of USA Donald Trump, and both the parties have agreed to reduce the tariffs in a reciprocal basis. So what is this news about, and what is the background of this, and what are the implications on the goods and business? Let's see in this video. On 2nd of February 2026, there was a 30-minute phone call between President Donald Trump and Prime Minister Modi, and in that both sides have agreed to reach a major breakthrough in the India-US economic relationship, where the deal effectively ends a period of high-end tariff warfare and resets the strategic partnership between both the countries. Now we will see what are the core terms with respect to this deal. Primarily the tariffs and trade. In this, the tariff slash is seen where USA has imposed on India 50% of tariff, which included 25% of the reciprocal tariff and 25% of the penalty for buying Russian oil. Now that has been reduced to only 18%. The second thing is the reciprocal commitments, where it has been agreed that both countries will now move towards the zero tariff and non-tariff barriers on the US goods. Okay, and now the second thing is that the buying American, now India has reportedly committed to purchase over $500 billion of US energy. Okay, that include coal, technology, agriculture products and aircraft, etc. Okay, the second pillar of this deal is the energy and the geopolitical shift, where primarily the Russian oil exit is said to be the cornerstone of this deal. It is said that now India's commitment to stop buying Russian oil, and to fill this gap, the India will pivot towards USA and potentially from the Venezuelan oil resources. Probably this is because Venezuelan oil might be at a lower price. And second thing is the Ukraine war impact. Now Trump framed the deal as a way to end the war in Ukraine by cutting off the major source of revenue from the Moscow. So now how would this impact the goods, especially on the import goods that we are taking, smartphones, laptops, luxury cars and foods, which will include apples and almonds, which India will be importing. On this we will see a decreasing trend. On the other hand, petrol, there might be a slight increase in the prices of these petrol goods. This deal will have a significant impact on the goods that were exported to USA from India, which had a staggering rate of 50% tariffs. They include textiles, germs, leather, marine products, furniture, engineering goods, agriculture spices and auto components, which had 50% of tariffs. Now that has been reduced to 18%. Now why this is very significant? Because India becomes the country which has now a very low tariffs with respect to other Southeast Asian countries, such as if you see on the China, it is effectively 30 to 35%, on Pakistan it is 19%, on Bangladesh it is 20%, on Indonesia it is 19%, on Vietnam it is 20%, while on India it is only 18%. With this deal, Trump actually begets the idea of zero tariff vision between India and USA trade. He demands reciprocity. He wants that how seamlessly Indian goods are brought into the markets of USA. Similarly, he wants that US goods are to be brought into the Indian market. For Indian market, it might provide a bit of diversity, but again, now that will put an immense pressure on Indian manufacturers. Today, Piyush Goyal the Commerce Minister has clarified that it would omit the sensitive agricultural products. But what are the other developments that are going to take? We'll have to wait and see. I hope this video have been informational for you. Thank you so much. We'll be back with another video.